Hi, I'm Garrett. I'm the founder and CEO of TGG Accounting, and today we're going to talk about staffing your accounting department. This is a terrible challenge for many businesses. In the last 12 months, we've seen accounting turnover be greater than 40% in some industries, and across the nation, 37% according to the Wall Street Journal. That means nearly 4 out of 10 accountants in an accounting department across the country are leaving and going to find another job. This is a real problem that has been generated as a result of the lack of people graduating with an accounting degree. From 2012 until 2022, there were 10,000 fewer accounting graduates in 2022 than there were in 2012. What does this mean for you? This means it's getting more and more challenging to find good accountants. So where do you go to do this? You might have to go to a recruiter. If you're going to go to a recruiter to find good accountants, make sure the first and foremost thing you have is a solid job description. There are about 50 different titles in accounting. So if you think you're hiring a controller and that person thinks they're a controller, but they're interested in reconciling your bank account, that might not be what you're looking for. You might be looking for forecasting and benchmarking and ratio analysis and key performance indicator analysis. If you're looking for a bookkeeper, make sure you outline exactly what that is. Are they responsible for payroll, invoicing, AR, AP? If you're looking for a CFO, are they responsible for strategic thinking, or are you really looking for somebody who's responsible for doing inventory management? So first and foremost, when you're trying to hire in an accounting department, make sure the job description is crystal clear. Do not worry about the title. Make sure you understand what the job description is. Now, if you'd like TGG to help you assemble a accounting department, that's exactly what we do. So we have 4 levels of accountants. We have a staff accountant, accounting manager, controller, and CFO. Those titles are unimportant. What's important is what they do. Your staff accountant or bookkeeper or someone who's doing the entry into your books should make sure that those entries are correct, following GAAP accounting rules, making sure they're putting it in the software correct, and making sure that they're filing it in a place that it's fine, that it's retrievable. Your accounting manager should be managing your staff accountant. Make sure they're doing all the systems and processes correctly. Make sure they're doing complex GAAP accounting correctly, whether it's inventory management for manufacturing, whether it's percent complete for construction. These are complex accounting tasks, and a seasoned accountant needs to be doing that. We call that the accounting manager. Next level up is a controller. This is the person who's looking forward in your financial statements and trying to project and forecast what's coming up using key indicators, using actual forecasts for revenue, profitability, using sales funnels, retention funnels, all these tools that are available to the controllers so that they're starting to look forward in your business. And finally, the CFO. The CFO is someone who should be big picture thinking, understanding where your goals are as a business owner and where they can help you get there. What is it they can do to drive revenue, profitability, and ideas for improving the business as a whole? Some people will say, well, I don't need anybody full-time. I want to use a staffing agency. There are huge benefits to using a staffing agency and huge potential drawbacks. The huge potential drawback is you can just have tons of turnover in that staffing agency, and it's just one person after another. And then you're reteaching and reteaching and reteaching. Now, the good side of a staffing agency is if they're a good staffing agency, they replace those people for free and they train them on their dollars, not on yours. So it could save you a ton of money in turnover. When the average accounting department is turning 4 out of 10 people every year, staffing agency might be a great answer for someone else to take that cost and you not to have that burden. The other thing to think about here is there's a big difference between a recruiting and staffing. At TGG, we have a rule. If you've got a job at one of those 4 job descriptions that's greater than 25 hours a week of actual work, you should hire in-house. It's much less expensive to hire in-house than use a recruiter to hire that person in-house than it is to do staffing using a staffing agency. Because typical markups in staffing, again, the staffing company has to recruit and do all those things and they have to make money. So 25 hours a week is your easy benchmark to use. If there's 25 hours a week at any given level, you should hire in-house rather than using staffing or an outsourced agency.